A very good morning to class 7 student. Class 7 students, now almost we have done this chapter number 3, formulas and functions. So all of you know that in this chapter, the chapter talks about a functions, whatever the functions we can make in uh, Excel. In Excel is full of functions. The formulas and the functions are already installed in a computer, but you have to follow that functions. You have to write whatever you want. So the common functions are like this. These are the common functions. Sum means all of you know that whenever we are going to add some numbers is called sum. The calculation and displaying the sum of values in a given range. In a given range, if we want to sum of that numbers, what we have to do, we have to follow the function sum. Then the next one, average. Average, all of you know that the meaning of average. This calculation, this calculate and display the average of the value in the given range. In the given range, whatever the values are given, already given in your computer in a system, it automatically show you the average of that numbers after uh, applying this formula. And the max, max, all of you know the meaning of max. The this one is the short form of maximum. This one is a shortcut of maximum. So what is max? This display the maximum value in the given range. The maximum value means the largest number given in a display the maximum values in the given range. In a given range, what are the maximum values? Through max we can identify them. Min stands for minimum. So this one is the exactly opposite of maximum. So minimum, this display the minimum value in the given range. Whatever the minimum values which are given in a given range, we can find it out through min. Count. Count means the count of the rows and columns. This display the count of rows and columns in the given range. Whatever the given range, in given range, whatever the rows and columns we have written, the count is going to display that rows and columns. Today, whenever we are going to write down today, it's showing today's date. Automatically it's showing the today's date after writing today. This display the current date. Whatever the current date is there, it's going to be displayed on your computer screen automatically. Using the functions. Using the functions means whenever we are going to apply these functions, what's gonna happen? Using these functions. So click on the cell where you want to place the formula. Click on the cell where you want to place the formula. What you have to do? First of all, you have to click over there wherever you want a formula to be write it down. Then all of you know that before writing a formula, what we have to write? Equal sign. Type the equal to equal sign. Then after, type the function in the example. For example, sum, we have to write what equal then sum sum. But all of you know that the shortcut formula of sum is what? Auto sum. Whenever you are going to apply auto sum, it automatically sum all the numbers. Inside the parenthesis means brackets. In computer language, it's called a parenthesis. Inside the parenthesis, type the cell range. Inside means in between both the parentheses, you have to write the cell range of the selected rate using the mouse. Using the mouse, you have to write down the cell range over there. The formula will display the formula. Through formula bar, you can see the formulas, because where you are going to write the formula, it's not going to display it over there, because where you can get the answer of that formula. right? So the next point is what? Press enter from the keyboard. After writing the formula, you have to press the enter key. After enter key, automatically you get the result. The cell will display the calculate result. To view the formulas applied in each cell, click on Formula tab on the main tab bar. Also select Show Formula and click. Means this one is the answer of one question. To view the formulas, if you want to view the formula, what do you have to do? Applied in each cell, click. If you want to see the formulas applied in each cell, whatever the formulas are going to applied on these cells, if you want to see that, what do you have to do? Click on the formula tab. You have to click on formula tab on the main tab bar. Also select show formula and click, and after clicking it, automatically you get the formula in front of you, right? So this one is the option through which we can view the formula, right? Now moving forward, working with the text. Working with the text is very important. Means we have to work extensively with numbers. Right now up to this time we already worked with the numbers, but and formula based on them. Excel also provide with the facility work with the text. In Excel you can work with the text also, because Excel is totally based on the numbers, but yes, you can write the text as well, and you can apply the formula on the text also. We can use the and symbol. And symbol, all of you know the and symbol. Some of the time you are using this and sign in English also. I believe that's all of you know that the and sign. This one is the and sign. So in Excel, this sign is used. We can use the and symbol to join and display the text from two different cell in the third cell. If you want to merge two two words, not numbers. If you want to merge two alphabets, words in one column, what you need to do is, both the two words are writing in different cells, but you want to look that particular word in one cell. What you need to do is, you have to apply the and sign, right? So the formula is same, like A2 and B2, like this. I'm giving you the example, right? So now moving forward to do the definitions. So all of you have to revise the definitions also, students. Very necessary, because without a definition you can't be able to write down the answers of the question, because it's very necessary. Because sometimes we find out the answers of the questions in that in definitions as well. So relative reference. What is relative reference? Listen carefully, and you can watch the same video again and again, so that you can memorize all the definitions, because these are very important definition. Only 4 definitions are there. So students, you have to memorize these definitions also. Relative reference. When the formula from one cell is copied to multiple cells. Whenever we are going to copy a formula from one cell to multiple cells, is called relative reference. The cell reference change based on the relative position of row and columns of the cell. Automatically it gets changed whenever we are going to copy a formula. Absolute reference. The cell address remain constant. In absolute reference, what had happened? The cell address remain constant when the formula are copied to another cell. In absolute reference. And mixed reference, what had happened? This occurs when we use both relative and absolute reference to refer to a cell, is called mixed reference. Whenever we are going to apply mixed reference, we are using both the references, relative and absolute reference, is called mixed reference. Functions. What is functions? This one is the answer of first question. A function is a predefined formula that perform calculations using specific values, particular orders. So these are called functions. So you need to memorize all the definition which are very important for you students. Again, I'm going to repeat the same one. You need to note it down. If you not note it down in your text notebooks, please note it down in your textbook, all of you, right? Because they are very important. Four definitions are there. Relative reference. When the formula from one cell is copied to multiple cell, the cell references change based on the relative position of row and columns of the cell. Absolute reference, the cell address remain constant when the formula are copied to another cell. Mixed reference, this occurs when we use both relative and absolute reference to refer to a cell, is called mixed reference. This occurs when we use both relative and absolute reference to refer to a cell, is called mixed reference, when we are using both the references. Function, a function is a predefined formula that performs calculation using specific in a particular order. They are called functions. So now moving forward to the matchups, and before moving forward to do the fill in the blanks, before doing a fill in the blanks, I tell you one thing, you have to draw this diagram also in your text notebooks. What is this diagrams? This diagrams tells you so many things. Let me explain you. Windows Excel 2010, Microsoft Excel 2010. What is Microsoft Excel 2010? It contains three things: formulas, worksheets, and functions. So in formulas, cell references are there. There are three type of cell references: relative, absolute, and mixed reference. I already defined you all the three references, so you can watch the same video again and again, right? And what is worksheet? Worksheets you can rename. If you want to rename the worksheet, you can. If you want to change the color of the worksheet, you can. And the functions, all of you know that the functions are available in a worksheet. If you want to add, you have auto sum option. So many options are there, right? Now moving forward to the true and false. So student, true and false, you have to do it in your books as well as in your copies also. Okay. Student, note it down in your copies. And one more information is there, students, all of you know that now schools are going to be opened. So before that you have to complete your work, right? And I'm not going to give you any type of work in your personal mobile number, because I have done all the things in a proper manner, and daily basis I am sending you the work in your class groups also. If you're not doing your work in a proper manner, it's your problem and it's your mistake. I'm not gonna suffer for that, right? So all of you have to do these fill in the blanks in your copies. The formula is displaying in the dash bar. In which bar formula is displayed? All of you know that the formula is displaying in the formula bar. And the second one, each cell in Excel is referred by its cell address. Each cell in Excel is referred by its cell address. An absolute reference. An absolute reference is specified by the addition of dollar sign. You have to put dollar sign. We can view the formula by selecting F2 on the formula tab. On the formula tab, we have to press F2 button. Automatically we can view the formula. Then the second last one, min function display the minimum value in the given range. And the last one, we can use the dash symbol to join the display text. To join the display text, what we can use the and sign, right? All of you know that. And now moving forward to the true and false. The first one, name of the worksheet in a workbook is permanent. Name of the worksheet in the workbook is permanent. False. If you want to change the name of the worksheet, we can. Right? All of you know that how can we change the name of the sheets? We have to double click on the by default name of the sheet. It gets selected, and after that, whatever we want to change the name, we can. Then the second one, dollar $C4 is an example of mixed reference. This one is the example of mixed reference. Yes, we can write formula in Excel without the equal sign. Without equal sign, can we able to write the formula in Excel? No, it's false. Hey, it's written that we can write formula. यहाँ लिखा हुआ है हम लिख सकते हैं formula. So it's false. The fourth one, the cell address consists of row letters and column numbers. The cell address consists of row letters and column numbers. Whenever we are going to write a cell address, what we have to do? C2, C4, D2, D4 like this. So we can write the cell address, row letter and column numbers. Yes, it's true. By default, by default, all cell references are relative reference. False. All cell references are not relative reference. The last one, we cannot have a cell range in the formula bar. False. In a formula bar, we can write a cell range also. It's up to the person, whosoever is